I know this sounds crazy. At one point, some people are like, what's going on with Antarctica?
To me, the obvious answer is we are dealing with the fingerprints of a lost civilization that mapped the world and that left evidence of that mapping, which ancient map makers found and used and incorporated into their maps. I think the best evidence for it is ancient maps, which show the world as it looked during the last ice age.
And that's where they say Eisenhower made a deal with these aliens.
The presence of Antarctica on ancient maps, because we didn't discover it until 1820, and yet it's on maps drawn in the 1500s with great detail.
Today, we're diving into a gripping tale that has recently surfaced, involving none other than Elon Musk and the legendary Joe Rogan. A conversation between these two visionaries has sparked a frenzy of interest in an astonishing story that dates back to the Cold War era. A story about what the Soviets reportedly discovered while diving deep in the Arctic. This is a tale of mystery, secrecy, and the unknown, buried for decades beneath the icy waters of the Arctic Ocean. So, let's unravel this mind-blowing story as Joe Rogan reveals what the Soviets saw while diving in the Arctic and why Elon Musk is so fascinated by it. Chapter 1. Setting the Stage. The Arctic during the Cold War. To understand the full significance of this story, we need to go back to the Cold War, a time when the world was divided into two ideological camps led by the United States and the Soviet Union. During this tense period, both superpowers were engaged in a massive arms race and a frantic pursuit of technological supremacy. The Arctic, with its harsh environment and strategic location, became a significant area of interest for both sides. The Arctic Ocean, with its extreme cold, treacherous ice flows, and uncharted waters, was a mysterious frontier that both the US and Soviet Union wanted to explore and exploit. The Soviets, in particular, viewed the Arctic not just as a potential battleground, but also as a treasure trove of untapped natural resources and a key to gaining an advantage in the ongoing Cold War. This was a period when Soviet scientists, engineers, and military personnel conducted numerous secretive missions in the Arctic region. They deployed submarines, research vessels, and even diving teams to explore the depths of the Arctic Ocean. But what exactly were they looking for? And what did they find that remained hidden from the public eye for so long? Chapter 2. Joe Rogan's Revelation. A conversation with Elon Musk. The story begins to unfold during a recent podcast episode featuring Elon Musk and Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, known for his deep dives into the unexplained and his curiosity about the mysteries of our world, brought up an incredible tale he had heard from a credible source, one that involved a secret Soviet mission to the Arctic Ocean. During the conversation, Joe shared the details of an alleged Soviet diving expedition from the 1970s. According to his source, this mission was one of the most classified undertakings of the Soviet Navy, involving top-tier divers and cutting-edge equipment of that time. The mission's objective was unclear, but it quickly became apparent that what they discovered beneath the Arctic ice was far beyond anything they had anticipated. Joe Rogan explained that the divers were supposedly exploring a deep underwater trench, a part of the Arctic seabed that had never been fully charted. As they descended deeper, the story goes, they encountered something truly extraordinary. Chapter 3. The Soviet Divers' Experience. Descent into the Unknown. As the story unfolds, we learn that the Soviet divers were operating under extreme conditions. The Arctic waters are some of the coldest and most hostile environments on the planet, and diving at such depths presents numerous risks, including hypothermia, equipment failure, and decompression sickness. According to the account shared by Joe Rogan, the Soviet divers reached a point where their instruments began to malfunction, and their communication with the surface became intermittent. Despite these challenges, they continued their descent, driven by a mixture of curiosity and a strict military directive to uncover whatever lay beneath. And that's when they reportedly saw it, a massive, unidentified object resting on the seabed. The divers described it as unlike anything they had ever seen before. It was enormous, with smooth metallic surfaces that seemed almost otherworldly in the dim light of their underwater lamps. The object had strange markings and structures that appeared neither natural nor of any known human origin. The divers, stunned by what they saw, began to approach the object. As they got closer, the water around them started to behave oddly. Bubbles appeared, not rising to the surface but moving sideways, as if caught in some invisible force. The divers reported feeling a strange vibration in the water, an almost inaudible hum that they could feel reverberating through their suits. Chapter 4. The Encounter. What the divers reported. The divers attempted to take closer readings and capture images of the mysterious object, but their equipment began to fail. Cameras refused to function, and sonar devices provided strange, unreadable data. Despite these issues, they continued their investigation, trying to determine whether the object was a natural formation, a piece of lost technology, or something else entirely. Then something even more unexpected happened. The divers reported seeing lights emanating from within the object. These lights were not consistent with any known underwater phenomena. They were pulsating, shifting in color from a deep blue to a bright white. The lights seemed to move as if in a deliberate pattern, almost like a signal or a form of communication. At this point, the divers began to feel an overwhelming sense of unease. Several of them described an inexplicable feeling of being watched, as if the object or whatever was inside it was aware of their presence. The mission commander, sensing the danger, ordered an immediate ascent. As the divers began their ascent, things took a dramatic turn. The lights from the object intensified, and the strange vibration in the water grew stronger. Some divers reported feeling a sudden disorientation, a vertigo-like sensation that made it difficult to determine up from down. They struggled to regain control and reach the surface. Chapter 5. The Aftermath, Secrecy and Suppression. The divers eventually made it back to the surface, but their ordeal was far from over. According to Joe Rogan's source, the Soviet military immediately classified the entire incident. The divers were debriefed under intense secrecy, and any records of the mission were locked away in top-secret files, buried deep within the Soviet archives. Some of the divers reportedly suffered from unexplained symptoms after their encounter: headaches, disorientation, and even psychological distress. There were whispers among those involved in the mission that they had come into contact with something not of this earth, something that defied conventional understanding. But what was it? A piece of lost technology from a previous civilization? A secret experiment by a foreign power? Or could it have been an encounter with an extraterrestrial entity? The Soviet authorities, it seemed, were determined to keep whatever they found under wraps. Chapter 6. Elon Musk's Fascination. The Implications for Space and Technology. So why does this story matter to Elon Musk? As someone deeply invested in space exploration and the advancement of human knowledge, Musk has always been intrigued by the mysteries that lie beyond our current understanding. For him, this story represents a tantalizing clue about what might be hidden beneath the surface of our planet, waiting to be discovered. Musk has often spoken about the need to explore the oceans as much as we explore space. He believes that there are countless unknowns in our own backyard that could have profound implications for technology, science, and our understanding of the universe. The discovery of a mysterious object beneath the Arctic Ocean, especially one that seems to defy the known laws of physics and engineering, could potentially provide new insights into advanced technologies, perhaps even those beyond our current capabilities. Musk's fascination with this story likely stems from its potential to reveal something truly groundbreaking, something that could change the way we think about both Earth and the cosmos. Chapter 7. Theories and Speculations. What could the object be? The story of what the Soviet divers saw has sparked a wide range of theories and speculations. Let's explore some of the most popular ones. Ancient alien technology. Some believe that the object could be a remnant of an ancient alien civilization. The Arctic Ocean is one of the least explored regions on Earth, and it's possible that something has been lying there, undisturbed for millennia. If the object is indeed of extraterrestrial origin, it could contain advanced technology or even clues about the existence of life beyond our planet. A lost human civilization. Another theory suggests that the object might belong to a lost human civilization, one that predates our current understanding of history. There are numerous myths and legends about advanced civilizations that disappeared without a trace. Could this be evidence of such a civilization, lost beneath the icy waters of the Arctic? A secret military experiment. Some speculate that the object might be a piece of secret military technology, possibly from a foreign power. During the Cold War, both the US and Soviet Union were engaged in numerous secret projects, some of which remain classified to this day. It's possible that the object could be an experimental vehicle or device that was lost or abandoned. A natural phenomenon. While less sensational, there's also the possibility that the object could be a natural geological formation that exhibits unusual characteristics due to unique environmental conditions. The Arctic Ocean is a complex and dynamic environment, and there are still many phenomena that scientists do not fully understand. Chapter 8. What could this mean for the future? If Joe Rogan's account is accurate and the Soviets did encounter something extraordinary beneath the Arctic Ocean, what could this mean for the future? Increased interest in Arctic exploration. The story could reignite interest in Arctic exploration, both from a scientific and a commercial perspective. If there are unknown technologies or phenomena beneath the Arctic ice, many will want to investigate further. Technological advancements. If the object discovered by the Soviets contains advanced technology, it could potentially lead to significant breakthroughs in materials science, energy storage, propulsion, or other fields. This could have far-reaching implications for industries ranging from space exploration to renewable energy. Geopolitical tensions. The revelation of a mysterious object in such a strategic location could also have geopolitical ramifications. The Arctic is already a region of interest for several countries due to its natural resources and strategic importance. If there is something valuable or significant there, it could lead to increased competition and tensions among global powers. Chapter 9. Why now? Why is this story resurfacing? So why is this story resurfacing now? And why is Joe Rogan, of all people, bringing it to the public's attention? The truth is, stories like these have a way of capturing the imagination. In an era where people are increasingly questioning the official narratives provided by governments and institutions, tales of hidden knowledge, secret discoveries, and the unknown resonate deeply with audiences around the world. Moreover, figures like Elon Musk, who are at the forefront of technological advancement and space exploration, are naturally drawn to such stories because they challenge our understanding of reality. They suggest that there is still so much we don't know, so much we have yet to discover, both on this planet and beyond. Chapter 10. Conclusion. The endless quest for knowledge. As we wrap up this exploration of Joe Rogan's revelation about what the Soviets saw while diving in the Arctic, it's clear that this story, whether true or not, taps into our deepest curiosities about the unknown. It reminds us that even in the age of information, there are still secrets hidden beneath the surface of our planet, waiting to be uncovered. Elon Musk's fascination with this tale is a testament to the spirit of discovery that drives humanity forward. Whether it leads to new technological advancements, geopolitical intrigue, or simply fuels our imaginations, one thing is certain: the quest for knowledge never ends.